Living with multiple sclerosis teaches you a lot of lessons, right? And some of those lessons you only learn after making mistakes. So I welcome you back to my channel, Exploring MS. I'm Nilima, living with multiple sclerosis for over 10 years now. And today I'm here to talk about the 5-10 mistakes that I've made. And, I would really like to share it with you so that you could learn from it. Number one mistake that I've made is ignoring my body signals. So, as someone who is suffering from MS, it is not just me, I'm sure it is with all of you. Your body will signal you, right? Your body signals you when to take rest, when to take it slow. But at times we just ignore it. We just feel that no, if I rest, I might be, considered as someone who's weak, and we want to be on top of everything, right? So we don't like accept the signal of our body. We just push ourselves, we just continue pushing ourselves, which should not be the case. When your body is signaling you to rest, I would suggest all of us should rest. I have started accepting the understanding, rather, the signals that I receive from my body, and I manage myself accordingly. And I would really suggest that all of you do the same. Number two mistakes that I think I have done is trying to be strong all the time. It is okay not to be strong, right? I've covered that in a separate video, right? It's okay not to be okay. You don't have to be strong all the time. It is okay to be vulnerable. If you've watched the previous video, I guess two videos back, I have shared my vulnerability with all of you, right? There are those days when you are so confused. You don't know what is right and what is wrong. You don't know where to head. You don't see that light outside the tunnel, right? And that's okay. So you don't have to be strong all the time. You don't have to feel bad about it, that that okay, you're not strong. That's all right. If you're not strong, it's okay. That's absolutely fine. Mistake number three is, comparing my journey with somebody else. Or maybe, comparing my journey with the previous me. Now, see, we need to understand that, our life before MS was different, right? But our life after MS is totally different, right? We can't compare our pre MS and post MS life. So I think I did that a lot of time. Rather, I would say I really don't compare my life with someone who is suffering from MS, but I used to compare my life with pre-me, and that always made me sad, because something like that will not give you happiness, right? Before MS, we, all of us, I would say, rather, was a different person. There were a lot of things that we could do. We were like full of life and everything, right? But then after MS, we have all compromised. We have all compromised on a lot of things. So there's no point in, comparing our pre-life and post-life, first of all. And if any one of you are comparing your MS journey with somebody else, please stop doing that too. Because as I've mentioned, MS is a very, very personal journey. Each one of us goes through, a different kind of a steps, right? So whatever has happened to me, not necessary that it will happen to you, and vice versa. So we should not be comparing ourselves with anybody else, and we should not be comparing ourselves with ourselves, the pre-MS person. Mistake number four that I've made is, like, not asking for help sooner. So I am the kind of a person who really, really don't, feel like asking help from anybody. In fact, I don't even like asking help from my own family, let aside friends. But there has been at times when, there's no option. I really need help. And then I realized, just in my last chemo, there was somebody else who got me admitted, and there was another friend who helped me discharge. So I just realized, that it's okay to ask for help. I was just, getting stressed, thinking I don't have anyone to accompany me to AIMS. I was just worried that, who's going to be with me, right? But then there were these friends who came up, who said that, they are there for me. And that's when I realized that it's okay to ask for help. So that's what I realized. So it's okay, right? If you want to need help, you should ask for help, because I'm sure there will be people who will be ready to help you. So there's no shying out in asking for help. That does not make you weak, right? It's okay. If they are your friends, they will understand. That's something that you need to understand too. Last and the fifth mistake that I've made is that, I let MS take over me. I need to understand that, I am more than my diagnosis. That's the mistake that I made for a very long time. We, I, you, everyone, whoever is suffering from MS, we are more than our diagnosis. There are so many things that we can still do, irrespective of with MS or without MS. Like, I make sure that, I do whatever I like doing. I make sure that I love traveling, so I travel, even if it's solo. So, whatever makes us happy, we should do it. We have way, way more than our diagnosis. So, these are the, major 5 mistakes that I've made, and I wanted to share with each and every one of you. And if you're thinking that yes, you have been making these mistakes, just understand that you're not alone, right? I think every one of us who are suffering from MS will go ahead and make these mistakes, because these are very, very common, and you are not alone in it. You're totally not alone in it. I have gone through it and I've overcome it, or maybe I would say that I'm still trying to overcome it. But yes, understanding these major 5 things, 5 mistakes, is really, really worth it. If this video has resonated with you, do not forget to post your comments. Let us all hear your story. Let us all know that what kind of mistakes that you've made, or if you've made any other mistakes besides these 5, you can even share that. We would really, really love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care and bye bye.